2 days ago, or yesterday, I was standing exactly here doing a video just like this, and I was going on about how great the New Zealand summer is, and it was so sunny and stuff, but it's just pouring with rain today. I'm going to do a little bit different, or today's video is going to be a little bit different. What I'm going to try and do is produce like a longer video. I don't really have anything extra to say, but I always feel like, oh, you know, I'm in a rush trying to think of something interesting, and I thought, well, how about today I just take it slowly. I mean, it's lunchtime already. I've got a couple of things to do. Going to go into town, into the workshop. I'll take you with me. A couple of things to do there. But yeah, I thought, you know, rather than just the usual 7 to 10 minute video, you know, we'll just make it a bit longer, just as an experiment. And I thought today was a good day to do it because, you know, I don't really have a lot on. So if I make a longer video with not much on, and everyone says, Magnus, that was fantastically boring, then I won't do it. So there's one thing, like, I'm gonna have a bit of a rant here, but it's kind of it's just a rant really. It's, you know, you've experienced it, everyone's experienced it. It's, you know, it's phoning up basically I want to, on my mobile, like, I get phone calls all the time, and I want to be more efficient in my work and what I do. Every time the phone rings, I answer it. You know, it could be someone, you know, not customers. It's all done online. It's more like, you know, suppliers, you know, insurance companies, just whatever, bunch of stuff. You know, so I get interrupted with what I'm doing, and I'm like, can I stop this? So what I thought I would do, or at least try to do, is have it so that my mobile basically goes to voicemail all day, every day, except say from 10 AM to 11 AM. So the voicemail, so everyone who phones me outside that little time window every morning will get, hey, this is Magnus. I don't answer my phone out any time except 10 AM to 11 AM. Call me back then, and that's it. You know, like, I just want to be more efficient because, you know, it's such a distraction. So I went into a company. It wasn't a company I was with. It was with another company, like another service provider. And I said, hey, look, I'm trying to do this, and I basically explained to them what I just explained to you. And they said, hey, look, we'll get someone to call you back. They're going to call you in, and they went 21 minutes. I was like, that's great, a call back. So I then got a text like 30 seconds later saying, hey, look, you're going to get a call in 20 minutes. I was like, that's great. So I'm sitting waiting for the phone call. I get the phone call, and it's like an automated message saying, hey, or like, hi, you requested a call back. Is that correct? If so, press 1. It's like, yes, push 1. And I get put through to some music. I'm in a queue. Like, it's just like, it's not really a rant. It just boggles my mind that you have a callback, and the callback is getting me to then go in the queue. I could have just gone in the queue in the first place. And another funny one, I phoned Vodafone, who I'm actually with. That was Spark in New Zealand. That's one of the other service providers. So I phoned Vodafone, and, you know, obviously I had to go press 1 to go to this option, 2 to go to that option, Eventually got through to some music again. No surprise there. And the music, the lyrics to the music, like, my friend, she says, are they singing? Like, is the music singing? Did they just say, baby, don't call me? And I'm like, they did. Like, irony of irony, you know, like, I thought that was funny and worth sharing with you. Okay, well, today was a bit of a screw up. Like, I didn't really do anything. I didn't go into the workshop. I read most of the afternoon. Truthfully, I woke up at 2 AM, could not get back to sleep, and basically just stayed up, did some work, paid invoices, got all caught up with work, and so just a bit tired. I'm like, well, that'll do for today. You know, like, some days, you know, like, in fact, a little bit of sort of behind the scenes and stuff like that. Like, from the outside, when you don't see the details, you just assume everyone is like, you know, saying in a business, everyone's like on the ball, like disciplined and this, and everything goes smoothly. But I feel like I'm the worst person in business, and it's just not going well, and I'm doing like 1% or less as well as I could be doing, and, you know, as I'm 1% as disciplined as I should be, and all those, and, you know, I just feel like perpetually bad and guilty and ashamed of myself for like what I'm doing. And it may not seem like that from the outside. You know, like some people are like, oh Magnus, look how well you're doing in business, you sold 500 spinners there, and you know, on the Kickstarter, or 500 whatever, and you know, did the other launch, and you're doing like 1,000 pens and stuff. But it's all relative, you know. I mean, like, I feel like I'm just not getting anything out there. I feel like I'm struggling, and you know, like, truthfully, if you've been watching the videos, sort of like sporadic videos over the last little while, sort of last month or two, you know that, like, or I think I've shared with you, like, I have real cash flow issues. Like, I've heard a thing in business where, you know, if you don't learn a lesson, like, the universe basically hands it to you again. It says, are you going to learn it this time? And that keeps happening. Like, some lessons I learn and some I don't. Like, one lesson is cash flow. I get a bunch of cash in, and I'm like, oh, okay, here we go, I'll get this bit of equipment, I'll do this, and I'm a little bit more relaxed with money. And then bang, before I know it, I'm completely sort of back against the wall, or back against the fence, as it were. And rubbish joke. And I'm like, damn, how can I do that? I should have spread it out, I should have balanced it more. And I've not learned that lesson at all yet. You know, 4 years in business, and I still seem like a mile away from learning it. It's unbelievable. But yeah, like, so you know, so like, I still struggle with cash flow all the time. But from the outside, it probably looks like, oh, look, I'm making high quality this, and you know, like, like I'm talking about leasing a new ute, and which is like a pickup truck, and that kind of thing. And it's funny, maybe that's just the way it is. I don't know. Like, I kind of keep myself to myself. I don't have a lot of that's my son looking at me through the bedroom window. Put me off. Anyway, I don't, you know, I'm here in New Zealand. I don't really have much people I bounce ideas off, really. You know, I read a lot of business books and sort of maybe blogs and things like that. But you know, I'm kind of on my own for the most part, and so maybe I'm a little bit out of touch of what business is really like, or what it should be like, or maybe there isn't even a could have or should have or anything like that. You know what? I've definitely got more to talk about in this topic, I think, and you know, maybe do that over the next day or two. We'll see how it goes. It's getting really dark. My pet peeve of my own videos is grainy footage. It's probably going to happen, so I'm going to call it a day at that. I will of course leave you with a quote. It is by Marcus Aurelius again, and he said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury."